r/Askreddit by Reddit and chill. What free things online should everyone take advantage of? Unsplash.com link. Unsplash is where you can get free photos of just about anything. Provided by the photographers themselves. To do with what you like. oneauto.com. It is a car parts supplier. But their videos show exactly what tools you need, what parts you need, and how to do a repair yourself. Great money saver if you don't know much about mechanics. Someone I knew was going to get screwed by their mechanic, $700 for a water pump replacement. Showed them that. They did it themselves for $30. It makes it quicker too. Knowing what tools you need ahead of time for your particular car. Edit. I agree they're not the best for parts. This was just about their videos. For parts. Recorto.com is great. If you need an item quicker and have an advanced auto nearby, order online and pick up in store. They almost always have a coupon online for at least 20% off, which you can apply and pick up in store around 30 minutes later. Yet save quite a bit versus just going in and buying. Sahab. Endless free college books. Terms of service. Didn't read. A free site for people too lazy to read the entire twos. Edit. This is a crowdsourced project, so please do contribute if you can. Terms may be changed anytime at their discretion. Without notice to the user. Just saw this. This should be illegal. If you're in the USA and you earn less than a certain amount of money, currently $69,000, you can use the same software to file your taxes for free. The system is called Free File. And companies that sell you tax software are trying very hard to make it difficult to find. Don't let them. This thread has made me believe that the world is a fraction of a slight better than I thought it was. The Anki flashcard app for laptops is really dope for committing things to long-term memory and is free. Does it use spaced repetition? Maybe not everyone. But for students Zotero is a lifesaver. It will store your sources. Import them to a bibliography in whatever citation style you need. And even create in-text citations in your paper. It saves hours of work. Zotero.org. And it integrates with Google Docs to auto-populate your references. Skiplack.com for flights. It's so good that United sued them and lost. They essentially exploit the pricing manipulation that airlines use. Example. If you want to go from Phoenix to Atlanta, sometimes a ticket from Phoenix to FT Lauderdale connecting through Atlanta is cheaper. This website finds those flights for ya. Just don't check in a bag. Edit. A succinct article highlighting tips and risks. Summary. Use it sparingly and you'll be good. Edit 2. The website's creator did an Ask Me Anything 5 years ago. I used to work for American Airlines. If you do use this, make sure you have a completely separate reservation for your return flight. Once you miss a segment of your flight, airlines will usually cancel any other flights on that reservation because they assume you won't make them either. Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. If you have a child younger than 5, they send an age-appropriate book once a month. It's amazing. I have so many books for my daughter since I signed up and she loves getting them in the mail. imaginationlibrary.com link. Edited to add it is not available everywhere. But it is worth checking to see if it is available in your area. Thank you for the silver. Much appreciated. This one is really incredible. Such a diverse range of books from classic stuff like Little Engine Knackered to new stuff like Llama Llama. It's pretty amazing what she's done. Project Gutenberg. Lots of free classic books. Add Open Library.org and Archive.org too. A lot of free useful books and articles. Most large universities have their courses online for free. MIT Open Coursera. UC Berkeley used to have 20,000 videos of their courses available for free online. But 2 employees from another university removed them by suing under the Americans with Disabilities Act, complaining that they didn't have closed captioning and therefore discriminated against deaf people. All 20,000 videos were deleted. If you have a student email and you're into programming it, get on board the GitHub Student Pack. educationgithub.com link. A lot of free credit, tools, and trials for industry level stuff. Edit. What if I don't have a student email? Also, you can use the student email for JetBrains and get the professional versions of all their rides like PyCharm, C-Line, etc. Canadians get a free Canada flag that was flown on Parliament Hill. Only a 40-year wait though. That wait time is up significantly. Last time I checked it was something like 92 years. I stand corrected. According to the Government of Canada website, the peace flag wait time exceeds 100 years. The lesser requested other Parliament flags also exceeds 100 years. TPSGCPWGSCGC carlink/drapokes demander flags request HTML01. My 90s TV. This is more of a novelty website, but I think it's pretty cool and you can lose yourself for hours with nostalgia. It basically uses YouTube videos to simulate watching TV in 90s, and you can specify what year you want and what categories you want to see when you change channels. There is also a My 80s TV and a My 70s TV. This is so freaking cool. I love how seamless it is. When flipping through channels it picks random videos based on the channel programming. And it does not always start at the beginning, just like regular scheduled TV. Awesome. Edit. I've been checking this out only for a few minutes but already have been introduced into new music I love that I've never seen previously, and also seen commercials for movies I want to watch, also that I have never heard of before. Totally different way of traversing the YouTube rabbit hole. Archive.org link has lots of old but free content. For example, a lot of DOS games. Directly playable through the browser. I always love the opportunity to be able to talk about Archive.org link because it is such a wonderful and free resource. It has millions of free downloads for music, movies, books, software, etc. One very popular example is that it is home to a very large catalog of Grateful Dead recordings. There's also the Internet Arcade where you can play a lot of classic games along with the console living room, which is similar. They have access to tons of old PC games too, and you can even play the original Oregon Trail online. It also has the Wayback Machine, which has archived more than 396 billion web pages saved over time, so you can go back and see how websites were years ago. For example, here's Reddit on the 25th of July, 2005, a month after it was created. If you have a .edu email through your school that uses Gmail, you get unlimited Google Drive storage. Also, Amazon Prime is half price with an edu address. uBlock Origin. Bested bloker by a mile. Websites are 95% ads and 5% content nowadays, but uBlock brings balance to the force. Works on all browsers, even mobile. Man, I love uBlock Origin. Unfortunately, it's not available on iOS because Apple uses a proprietary extension system. Library Genesis. A great place to look for and download college university textbooks for free, as well as other books. Edit. As commenters have pointed out, it has unfortunately been blocked in some countries. A VPN tool could help in this case. Edit. Remove direct link. My apologies. I will always upvote LibGen. My first 2 semesters of college I went through Amazon on campus bookstore and then discovered LibGen because of Reddit. Meaning I bought maybe $150 worth of textbooks for the rest of my undergrad, totaling only about $500-ish for all 4 years. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for everyone since more classes are having online access codes nowadays. My roommate was spending $1,000 on textbooks a semester solely for the access codes because his business classes all use them. Edit. Mods removed the original comment because it linked directly to the website, which is probably against Reddit tools. It's called Library Genesis, so hopefully isn't hard to find. Alternatively, PM me and I can PM you. Edit 2. Just to clarify, this is piracy and not just cheap textbooks or anything, and there is the chance that they won't have your book. The link for the download doesn't work. Keep trying the provided mirrors if one doesn't work. Astronomer here. You can look up all the satellites flying over your house tonight, including the ICE, Hubble Space Telescope, those pesky Starlink satellites, and whatever else your heart desires, complete with star maps and precise timing. The website is called Heavens Above and there is an Android app, but unfortunately no iOS one last I checked. For iOS I use Sputnik, which is free and tells me the ice and Hubble passes overhead. It should be noted BTW that many if not most of these objects are visible even in a city if on a good pass right above you. So out and see some cool stuff. Your local library almost certainly allows you to access free ebooks and audiobooks via Overdrive and the Libby app, Hoopla, or BorrowBox. All you need is a library card and a PIN, which you'll probably need to get in branch, but really, is there ever a bad excuse to go to a library? The selection might be limited, but if you want to splash out a little, you can get a year's out of state access to Brooklyn Public Library for $50. That's not as good as free, but it can be a lot cheaper than using Audible, especially if you get through audiobooks at a real rate. Hoopladigital.com link, overdrive.com link, therobox.com link, and I'll add Canopy for movies, canopy.com link, ninite.com, one place to select what you want installed, without all the hassle. I use it for freshly formatted PCs to reinstall everything. Edit. A few people are asking how to remove crap. Decrapifier.com, decrapifier.com link. Thank you for the plat. Gold and silver. I have my very own Christmas tree, D. Surprised I had to scroll so far down. Whenever I hear anyone getting a new PC or I'm replacing mine, it's always the first place I go just because I will forget to download some software and won't realize until I need it. Flightradar 24. It allows you to see plane traffic live. Photoforensics.com link. Wanna know if that pic on the front page of Reddit is photoshopped? Takes some skill to learn how to use, but they have tutorials on the site. MOOCs. There are thousands upon thousands of college courses available for free. Some have a cost, but most of them have a free audit version where you get all the videos, lectures, content, but no certificate. So if you don't care about the certificate, you don't have to pay anything. I've done a few computer science ones. I took a few courses on machine learning. I took Harvard's CS50 course. I learned a lot of software engineering and web development from free courses. Another one I intend to take advantage of is called Nanta Tetris, which teaches how computers work from primitive Boolean algebra to actual functional operating systems. Look them up. YouTube lessons on how to do anything your heart desires. I've learned some very basic car maintenance via YouTube that has saved me hundreds of dollars over the years. I also use it to learn proper form on some workouts I do when I'm alone. It's great. YouTube is really great. Windy.com link, weather report with good graphics. 10minutemail.com link, quick use and throw emails for signing up to shitty sites. Partpiker.com link if you're into PC building etc. OpenCourser.com link, search for courses online. Flightradar24.com link, track flights. Will add more once I find them in my bookmarks. I recently found this from another subreddit. Melody ML link. Use it. I swear. You can isolate vocals, drums, bass from MP3 files. You'll need an email address to download the isolated files. Instead of using my own email, I just used a 10-minute mail and downloaded it that way. Today I isolated the vocals from a song and it's surprisingly in good quality. But you only can use it from desktop. It's not meant for mobile use. Enjoy. It's great. But the files export in horrible quality. I was able to mess around with the splitter code in Google Collaboratory to get good quality exports. It took a while since I had no coding knowledge, but it was still great to have completely in a browser. Also, the website does work on mobile. At least when I tried it. Edit. They now make you pay for doing more than 2 songs. Is there any website that does it for free? I feel like all of the decent free stem separating sites eventually make you pay. Codecademy is an awesome site to learn how to use some programming languages. Doesn't get into the really advanced stuff, but it's good for a start. I recommended this to my 14-year-old for the summer. I'm interested in seeing what he learns. I'm going to save this like I have the other 100 useful Reddit questions I didn't know I wanted to be answered, and never look at it again. Top Class Action's basically a site that lists active class action lawsuits you might qualify for. I've used it for trivial things like suing Red Bull for a free case because it didn't give me wings, but on a serious note, it made me aware of the suit against Equifax for leaking my data. That should be a settlement worth over $100. It's a cool way to hold corporations semi-accountable and score some money freebies for any wrongdoing that went under the radar. TLDR. It's literally free legal money. It made me aware of the suit against Equifax for leaking my data, and that should be a settlement worth over $100. It won't be because of some bullshit around how it was set up. There's a cap on how much total money will be given, and that amount will be divided between all the people who signed up. The settlement set aside a total of $31 million to give to affected people who signed up to receive the $125. That means that you'd only get the full $125 if 248,000 people or less signed up. There were 147 million people who qualified and could have signed up. If even just 1 million people signed up, then you're only getting $31. If 5 million people signed up, only about 3.4% of those affected, then you're only getting $6. They stated that signups were overwhelming, so I'd bet the number was even higher than that. TL. Doctor, you'd be lucky to get $5 from it. I'd be on somewhere around $1. In other words, the Equifax settlement that exposed you to identity theft will likely give you less value than the Red Bull settlement that gave you a case of Red Bull for free. Which is a giant ducking middle finger to all of us poor people. Ducking like and subscribe.